Welcome back to Linux Gameplay Performance, the format where I look at games running on Linux. I actually play the game instead of just running benchmarks while diving into the graphics menu to find out how well a game likes the penguin. On today's menu we have Titan Quest 2, which was shadow dropped by THQ Nordic just recently in one of their online streams. I played Titan Quest 1, the original from 2006, it's almost 20 years ago. In co-op I played it up and down. I think I also own the expansions. I have the anniversary edition. Yeah, the anniversary edition is in my Steam library. Mortal Throne, the update. So I've played it a while. And seeing the gameplay of this game being released right now into early access, that got me excited. And I'm doing something I've never done before. I invested in early access. I paid the $25 or whatever it is currently to play the game early, to demonstrate it on Linux. I hope it runs. I haven't tried it yet, so let's hit play and see what happens. Fingers crossed. Play unstable early. No, I don't want the multiplayer. I just want that. Yes. I haven't configured anything, which also means I forgot Mangohud. So we'll have to do that in a second. Oh, this is promising. Grimlore Games seems to be the developer. The original was developed by Ironlore, so nice combination. And an additional piece of information, I am playing on a 4K screen. I'm sitting in front of my TV because I think this game runs well enough to be enjoyed in 4K. And it also doesn't require more than 60 FPS, I would assume. It's not a quick shooter. I would have loved if they said, and if you want to, you can opt in. But okay, sure, I'll share it. Input preset. Context sensor, LNB, yeah, let's do old school. Yep, works for me. Camera shake. Is there an example? I don't know. Okay, let's keep it on. So, let's hide helmet. Yeah, that's fine. Auto equip, cursor scale. I'll go through that on my own time. Let's have a look at video. Window full screen, vertical sync off. Brightness, camera shake. Oh, this uses Unreal. That's interesting. FSR 3 and XeSS. Okay, if FSR 3 is available, hopefully it's FSR 3.1, then we could hope that AMD can patch it with FSR 4. But anyway, maybe OptiScaler can work with that. But let's use Unreal. Unreal TSR is actually quite good. Right now it's at 100%, so native. Colorblind, no, I'm not color. Background, overall unlimited. Quality presets epic. No. Let's start with medium. I've learned my lesson in the past. Starting off with ultra quality and everything cranked is just not a good experience, and also the recording doesn't work very well. Audio, let's turn down the music a little bit. I don't touch this right now. Let me quickly skim it. Yeah. Let's go. I think I will have to enable some upscaling. Create a new character. Yes, let's do that. Let's play a dude. Sure. Normal. What is that? Solo self-found. I assume that means I'm just playing alone. Yes, please.
of mortals.
Bound by fate's golden strands. Tell of their laughter, their struggles, their glory.
Tell of warlike Sparta.
Fate destined them for godlike greatness. But the gods had other plans.
Their ambition angered the goddess.
And winged retribution showed them no mercy. Staining their strands with darkness.
But don't cut it short.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
Sing muses of faith and the mortal, watched by the gods on Prote Island, where the story begins.
Here we go. Okay, right click is attack. Can I zoom? I cannot. Okay, we're barely hitting 60 FPS. Okay, in that case, I think we should begin with low. Apply. I did not expect that. I wasn't aware that this game uses the Unreal Engine. And now we're at... Oh, that's quite a jump. So I was very confident that a game of this type would surely run very, very fast. But alas, it does not. Can we hold? Okay, the old Diablo trick, holding just, I think, shift or control to stand still and punch in a circle does not work. That requires some getting used to. Right click for attack. I don't think Titan Quest 1 had that. The gods have given you the spoils inventory. So for now I've changed to the WASD control scheme. Alt compare. Okay. So we have equipped medium greaves. They are better, but light armor, agility, increased dodge cooldown. I don't know. Let's stick with what we have. Let's not overcomplicate things for now. Ow.
Tell of the mortals' victories.
Man, it's pretty. Even at low settings. We'll have to see if there's a way to optimize it, to let it run at higher settings. Even find out what the settings do, how much it changes. I assume shadow quality will of course be one thing. You see a lot of flickering here. It's very low resolution, the shadow. But the grass looks fine, so that doesn't seem to have changed. The assets look good. Maybe there's a little bit... There are probably fewer polygons on the rocks or the models overall. Maybe texture quality, although this looks fine. Well, we'll have to see. Okay, I can just hold to continue to attack. That works.
Tell how brave Aristano prepared him for the hunt.
Oh, I can zoom in. Okay, now of course you notice Lorak. Now here they are. Well, it's early access. We really have to consider that. I really have to consider that. And textures loading in, that's kind of just an Unreal thing. I don't know why, but many games, when you switch between the map, for example, or the inventory, or you enter a new area, you see the stuff, but it's low quality, and then after a few seconds, the textures load in. So this is video game logic. Well, we could jump over it, I assume. Oh wait, why are we dual wielding? 8 attack speed. This is quicker. Let's use it then. Ah, the resurrection shrines. They still exist. Nice.
More aggressive.
Let's talk to her.
The griffin grows more dangerous every day. Its mad cult of worshippers keeps growing. It's time we hunted it down. Are you ready?
Auto continue. Oh, that is nice. Yes,
Good.
I'm ready. Let's go.
But first, there's something I must show you. I'll explain on the way. The time has come for you to prove yourself. Today we hunt the griffin, but before that, remember the shrine at the end of the beach? Let's go.
Open the map. The hunt begins. Yes. Ooh, the water is nice. Ooh. Well, let's fight them because I noticed something. Take a look here. Where this fire is. See the pop-in? Probably even on the rocks. That's LOD. Yeah. So there's heavy pop-in. That's something I definitely want to change. I find that very distracting. But first we'll go from preset to preset. Ooh, chest. More daggers, more stuff. Oh man. Yeah, definitely better. See, that's what I mean. Texture loading on the cuirass. So, yeah, let's move the old and worn stuff somewhere else. That's... I like what we have right now. Maybe on 2, yeah. How can I swap? I don't know. Just pressed L. Oh, it's a portal. Ah, I see. Okay. Nice. How far? Okay, that's the limit. No personal portal. Yeah, don't care.
You've been training with me a long time. I have just one more thing to teach you.
One more thing. Is it an iPhone? I want an iPhone. That's one more thing. Yeah, hitting 2. Oh, and now, as what I mentioned earlier, now I can hold shift and attack, and I stay in place and just wield my weapons as much as I please. Nice. And if I want to be old school, I can still control everything with just the left mouse button. Fish. That's a king crab.
Not bad. You've been practicing.
I have. I've been shooting monsters in Doom. Does that count? Oh! Ow! 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 He is punching back, but I do have regen. Where do we have to go? Don't remember. Oh. $21. Strike, pierce, glancing projectile. It's just blue, but it's not better than what we have already. It's shinier. Yeah, let's be shiny. That is 14, okay. 10 to 11. 8, 8. Okay, that's the same attack speed. And that's the fishy thing. Yeah.
You've never fought the likes of a griffin before. But if you are victorious, people will sing your legend.
Yes. That's what we live for. People singing our legend. Oh, level up doesn't refill your health. That's different from other games like Diablo. Not sure how... Ow. Diablo 4 does it. Oh. Stop. How can I... Do I have something to heal? Yes. I do have a potion. Not sure where. Unequipped drop. There doesn't seem to be a number. Repository. Oh. Is it GitHub? GitLab? Something else? SourceForge? Nope. Developer jokes. Attribute points? Sure. Okay, let's do that. Primary attributes. Higher primary allow you to wear more powerful equipment. Makes sense. Scale secondary attributes, which increase certain damage types. Go away. Okay, that's just a summary. Well, if it's a long list like this, maybe the developers could just make it bigger. You know, use more screen real estate. Fitness, I cannot change that. So fitness and cunning and resolve seem to be secondary. I might choose might. And I like to be agile. Yeah. Okay, I don't need to acknowledge, accept or anything, it just does it. Hey bird. Now she's just chilling at the door. That's fine, I can handle myself. Been here? A good thing we came back. Can I sprint? No, there's no sprinting. How far does this go? Oh, that's it. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get rid of the small ones. You would think that an enemy called King Crab is, you know, the king and only exists once. But they have Roti Island. Okay. But they have many king, or maybe it's just quick succession. As soon as I kill one, the other one, well, immediately steps up. All right, so yeah, I think it's time to change the quality preset, and to do that I'm going to go a little bit back just to examine the pop-in, if that behavior changes. So here we go, options, video, view distance, yeah. So still 70. Okay, so the first view, because it showed so much, it was a lot more taxing on the hardware. Now with this narrower field of view, how much can I get? 90, okay. So of course you want to play all the way zoomed out. Every pauldrons, so that's garbage. That's nice, but mine are better. Yeah, let's put you there. Bam. And you there. Okay, but I didn't look for the pop-in. So the shadows seem a little bit more defined. There's still a little bit of flickering, but I don't think it is as egregious as it was before. Well, here you still have it. Well, yeah, well, distant shadow, the smaller it gets. There's still some pop-in. But it's closer to the top of the screen. But you still notice that. Or I certainly will. But in the heat of battle, when the radius of your enemies is like this, I think that's fine. Okay, let's continue.
Here we are. This place was built ages ago by the Mycenaeans. The heroes of old received the gods' gifts at this shrine. You'll need its blessing to stand against the Griffin.
That works for me. Mysterious cave.
Careful. The priests of Mycenae protect their shrines, even beyond the grave.
Another bow. So far, attacking pots and anything that's just there with a red outline didn't yield anything, did it? just for destruction. Gonna wanna let off some steam, get rid of some anger. Giant bats!
Door's sealed. Give me a moment.
Take your time.
I unseal this door. There. Through here.
Oh, so you can get loot. Good to know. Man, this looks cool. Yeah, the level of detail is very, very good. I like that. Everything seems to have depth. Yeah, there's geometric detail. The textures from this angle, but we're not on the highest quality preset yet, aren't the best, but from the normal viewing distance, I can't complain. That is totally playable. A shield? No, no. Ooh. Liking what I have right now. 21, 15. Okay, now I think we'll have to sort. The last hack and slash that I played was Diablo 2 Resurrected, the remaster, on Xbox. And I was quite disappointed with the remastering effort, I must admit.
This the Shrine of Divine Mastery.
You would think that a game that looks as old and is as old as Diablo 2 would run with 60 FPS in a remastered version on an Xbox, but no, if you wanted the high graphical fidelity, high in air quotes, you were stuck with 30 FPS. Otherwise, it would look like Diablo 2 did back in the old days. That was very disappointing. Okay, let's pick that up first. The gifts of Achilles. And it was foretold by the fates that the son of Thetis would outstrip his father in glory, so no god wanted to associate with the nymph. But she married the mortal Peleus, and when her son was born, she brought him to the Shrine of Divine Mastery to receive his gifts. Achilles was his name, the greatest of all the Greeks. Okay, let's talk.
Only those the shrine chooses can receive its blessing. You're the finest I've ever trained. Go on, see if the shrine answers to you.
Yeah, and what if it doesn't? Does it kill me? Can you maybe explain that to me? What happens if it doesn't accept me? No? No?
You have been measured. Rise and accept your blessing.
Rise, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Oh. Earth Rogue Storm Warfare. Yeah, I'm already dual wielding dagger, so let's continue with that. Nah, accept. No need for preview. Yep. Active skills plus skill capacity. We can always respec. Yeah, respec. Nice. Very nice. Passive points on the passive trait. Passive trait unlock powerful feats when you spend enough points in them. Click on a passive trait to equip feats. Lethal strike. Trick shot. Ah, well, I'm not using a bow. accuracy, deft hands. Oh yes, I like attack speed. So we have active points and passive. On the right side is passive. Yes, I see. Oh, and the more points I put in those abilities, man, I'm really struggling for words today. The more I unlock in this circle, it seems. Okay, what do I have? 200 weapon damage to a single target, consumes flow to deal 25% more damage. Whatever flow is. But maybe it's that blue orb on the right. Okay. And we now have level 2, increased damage, attack speed 5%, cast speed. Okay. Let's see. No. Q. Q. Not doing it. F is working. It's barrier. Oh, there's a dash.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, if that's... I can't even... Can I go into the menu?
No. This shouldn't be happening.
I thought that was a good thing.
You saw how the shrine reacted. That corruption. Gods. I thought we had more time.
Oh. Because it's red.
No matter. Go. You have the shrine's blessing. You can face the griffin without me. I have other preparations to make. I'll meet you on the mountain. Slay the griffin. You can do this.
Okay. Nice. Now Q. What do we... Still doesn't work. Oh. Oh, wow. Ah, okay. Really have to be in front of an enemy. Hey, stop that. That's poisonous. It's dangerous. Straight sword. Well, it's loot. We have to check. 11 to 13, but it's slower. No. Now we're in the 50s. This is your journey. The world of Titan Quest 2 is handcrafted. I like that. And full of secrets, adventures, and mythological creatures to discover. Not every quest location or encounter is marked. Explore. Pay attention to the environment and talk to NPCs to discover new locations, exciting encounters, and epic rewards. I like epic rewards. And I like punching you in the face.
Forever in the Elysian fields.
Patricius, you were the most loyal hound a man could ask for. Though you were still small, you had the heart of a lion. Aww.
Oh.
Poor doggy.
Hello. Sorry, I just buried Patricus. The griffin. I know I always said Aristano was too hard on you. I thought training every day was pointless. Proti Island is safe. How terribly quickly things can change. The dogs and I were out hunting rabbit. Then a shadow came over us. I wasn't quick enough.
Looks like we're supposed to know the guy. I will make your island safe. No, that sounds too much like Trump. I can't. No, I cannot choose that. I will avenge Patricus.
Thank you. Make the monster pay. Here, I've got some hunting supplies that might help when you face it.
Perfect. Now I'm gonna make you pay me for all the crap I'm gonna sell you. I wish there was a way that when you're in the inventory you could select some items and mark them as junk and then sell junk. That would be cool. Or sell all. Something like that. Tough linen. My linen is already tough. So... regeneration over. Okay. Health regen. Lightning resistance. Well, we need probably poison. Ailment power. How much does that cost? Requires price. Well, too much. Where is my money? 249. Spear dagger. Plus base weapon hit crit chance and increased cast speed. Sure, let's try it. Defense penetration, increase attack cast and cooldown speed. Well, you get this one. I get this one. It's probably shields, a ring. Can't afford that, and that's everything. Okay. Is there a save? Okay, it's just save, automatic save points. Now let's move on to the next graphics preset. That is high. Apply high. Oh, you get a preview on the right. Yeah, on the right. Sure, the other right. Okay, that's cool. I like that. So low, medium. Yeah, you can see the shadow quality has increased. And with high, even more detail on the shadows. And at epic, pin sharp shadows. But we're gonna select high. That's viewing distance far, that's good. Textures high. Effects high, reflections high. Post-processing, animation quality. I think I would go with... this is very reminiscent of Expedition 33. You had a global illumination setting, shadow. This looks very much like Unreal settings, just in a nicer user interface. Global illumination, shadows. I wouldn't go higher than high for the shadows, I think. Shadows always cost performance. Global illumination, well, since this is mostly a static scene, it's an isometric perspective, maybe we could get away with medium. But we'll see. We'll check that out individually in a moment. First, let's play at 47 FPS.
Kill the wolf! You useless meat sack! Who taught you to fight?
So he needs my help, and he insults me.
Damn it! Will someone get me out of this corpse's bag?
It's a corpse that is talking, but apparently it's not the corpse that's talking. Okay.
Well, what are you waiting for? Pick me up!
Sure,
Yes,
because there's
I'm
a knife.
stuck in this jar. No, you can't open it. But you can take me to the Shrine of Hermes in the cave southwest of here, so that craven cur can fix this.
Because you asked so nicely. Doesn't look like there's a cooldown, although just a moment ago I tried to use this ability and I couldn't. So, I don't know, I'm not sure yet how that works. And as you can see on the FPS graph, depends on where you are. This cave was okay. Now outside, well, it's 40 FPS. But luckily for this type of game, at least in the slower portions I would say, it's still playable. Barrier skill, boost your defense. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop picking up every crap I find. I don't know when we find the next trader. There is Tone, I forgot how to pronounce the name. Took you fishing once, but neither of you managed to catch anything. Oh, sad. But that doesn't matter. I'm not one who asks for fishing in video games. I don't know why there's such a hype around that.
Ah, this is the cave. Hope you're a better fighter than the last guy.
Of course I am. I'm a Gameslinger. It's in the name. Just crap.
Here, put me on the shrine. Go on.
First, let's kill some spiders. All right, let's see what happens.
I suppose you're expecting a reward now. Fine. Now get out of here. Your job is done.
Ooh! I'm not a mage. But cool. K&O. It's probably knowledge. You know, there's enough space there to just write knowledge. Yeah, I think they shouldn't abbreviate that.
You've had your fun. Let me out of this jar so I can rip your throat out.
Okay, let's watch that.
Hermes! Hermes!
Huh? Can't do anything. Ah. Looks like he's stuck. Crypt. Ah, I should use dash more. Well, I'm not used to a dash skill in a game like this. Diablo, you can't. You can only run away. So that's my point of reference. I've never played. What's it? Pillars of... No, it's not Pillars of Eternity. But it's also PoE. Pillars of Eternity. What's the other one? Path of Exile. I've never played that. I always found it too intimidating. Hey, stop that. Okay. No, it's just a small room. Okay, let's go there first. A lot of blue stuff. A ring. Nice. Okay, what do we have? Better armor. Lightning resistance, movement speed. I like. Is there a way to quickly equip? Right click. I see. Poison resistance, yes. Movement speed, 8%. The one I'm wearing are already better. Okay. Repository. Gold. Okay. Or maybe that's something like a chest. Yeah, a chest and a base. Just so you don't have to return to the base every time. You can just put items there so they don't fill up your inventory. Haha. Oh, what I forgot to mention earlier. I looked at the Steam page just to find some information about the content. Apparently there are about 15 hours in this game. Or in this early access preview window. That's a lot of game. Well, if there weren't, I wouldn't have pulled the trigger. But that's a lot of time to spend. Let's check here for a moment. How big is this? Okay, this would lead us back to the merchant. Ah, that's cool. So I have to go up there. Okay. If that is the case, let's pick everything up and sell. Looks like those wolves killed a merchant here. Once we've done that, I'll switch to epic quality just for a little bit. I mean, it's obvious that it's mostly unplayable or maybe a 30 FPS experience. And that's fine. And then we'll check out the individual presets, maybe try and find a nice combination of several graphics options. Man, should really sleep. It's probably better. Sleep longer in the morning, it's weekend. Don't wake up at 5. Thank you, body. Oh, right. So I was talking about changing the remembered. Video. Epic. Apply. Enjoy 30 FPS. Yes. Does this game have an FPS cap? Overall unlimited 30. Oh, nice. Well, let's see if we can lock it to 30. And well, for that I would also have to enable VSync. No, it's frame time graph disagrees. It's not stable. And I also see it. It's hitching. Okay. And where was it? But that was just a quick test. So wait, okay, that's just a small area. I just read invalid cap. Well, it's invalid. Oh. I'ma kill you dead. That was the Griffin. So we're close. Do I want to fight the Griffin at 30 FPS? I don't think so. Yeah, let's take this opportunity for some comparisons. So, although we do have a preview here. Oh, it's actually a preview of the area where we're in. Oh, that is cool. That is so cool. Okay, low. 70 FPS. Yeah, you can see it in the distance. Shadows are missing. The detail is very low. It looks very bland. Although it's still a nice gameplay experience. Then medium. Already below 60 FPS, but it looks nicer. There's a little bit more detail, more shading. I think that's a good compromise. Medium quality if you have a slower PC. Now high gets even more detail. We have shadows in the distance. High looks good. What about the texture quality? Doesn't change much. And lastly, let's be epic. Well, on first glance, I don't think it does much. But I probably have to compare screenshots in quick succession before and after. Let's see what eats the performance. I predict. How does that change? I like this preview. This is amazing. High. Medium. There's a little bit of a difference in this area. But man, is it ever so subtle. Oh, but Epic does a lot. There's more ambient occlusion. Oh man. This is a high quality jump. There's also more shading in the grass. Okay, let's see. Well, we were sub 30. That's just a little bit. Yeah, medium and high don't change a lot. Okay, so let's put that to epic and shadows. Yeah, shadows does a lot more. It's almost 10 FPS. So what's the direct comparison? On the skirt, there's a change. Here's a little bit of a change. Yeah, but that's not much. Up here, something changes. What about high to medium? Gives more contrast. It's less correct, so you have more shadowing here. But I would assume many people would actually like the more contrasty look. Let's see it in action. But the difference between high and medium, at least in FPS, isn't that much. So I'm looking at this area up here. Yeah, it looks nicer on high. I think it looks nicer on high. Not so empty. So anti-aliasing. I don't think that will do much. At least in terms of performance. Nah. No, this is fine. I think that that's something you can leave on high. Now view distance. Yeah. Immediately something disappeared. Where are we? Far. Okay. It doesn't look like it changes much in terms of performance. Medium also doesn't cost much, at least not in a static scene. Maybe when you're walking around and the system has to stream in more information. But I think medium was still a little bit too close to me. I will not touch textures. Effects, well, we won't be able to see them right now, I think. But there's a little bump in performance. So, let's see. Yeah. It's probably light effects and all that jazz when you're casting spells or somebody else is casting spells. Don't have reflection, we don't have any water right now. Post-processing is usually also something that costs a lot of performance in Unreal. So just let's confirm. We have a baseline of 45. We still have 45, okay. Depends on the scene, I assume. Yeah, must be. So let's keep that on high. And not recommended, okay. So for a good compromise, well, it's not really a compromise because I'm not giving up global illumination. even in this scene, it doesn't cost that much. So, yeah, I think a good preset is high. Maybe turn global illumination up. And textures if you have a 16 gigabytes graphics card. Not sure how much this game needs. Let's see, can I read it? It's very small. Where is it? It's 9 gigabytes. So if you have a 12 gigabyte GPU, you might be safe. Okay, in that case, let's turn to upscaling. So 67% matches quality in FSR and DLSS. So let's see what quality upscaling gives us. So internally the game should render about 1440p now. Well, it's already a little bit softer. That's for sure. But I mean, I'm sitting very close to a 4K TV.
The griffin! No! The village!
Still just 51 FPS. That's the fire. It's the fog. That costs performance. Okay. How low do we have to go? I think somewhere around 60 is balanced. And 50 is performance. That's still very acceptable, and now we have 60 FPS. But it's also softer. Let's switch to FSR 3. Quality 1.5, performance. Yeah. Oh, we can use frame generation. That's something I would be interested in this game. That's for sure. Yeah, it's similar. It's curious that there's no middle ground. So, speaking balanced. Yeah, you have a little bit of sizzling, but that is... Yeah, no, it's clearly visible. But maybe it's also just the effects. For full comparison, you have to, of course, see it in motion. Just this static stuff that I'm doing right now is mostly to look at the performance. But they are all very similar. Yeah, the grass moving, that looks a little bit off. I hadn't noticed that before. Wait. Upscaler. Let's go back to TSR 100. No, it's very similar. Only at 30 FPS, so that's fair. So then, let's use performance.
You're not a moment early. Where's Aristino? The Griffin's cult is attacking. Oh, they want gold again. Zeus help us. We've nothing left for them to take.
Griffin cultist.
Zeus, help us.
That doesn't sound good.
Why would anyone want to steal gold for a Griffin?
Because it's a dragon.
You're right about that. These cultists are no better than beasts. We used to tease Aristino for all that training she had to do.
Aristino, okay.
Training for what? I guess now we know.
Can I break her stuff? In times of need, somebody comes and just breaks her stuff for loot. Well, worth it.
The houses! There are people still trapped inside.
I think I'm supposed to hurry.
Thank you.
Yeah, but now that we're close, still have to clean the place. Yeah, but now that we're close, performance is great. Ooh. So maybe performance upscaling isn't even required. And if I'm honest, it still looks good. You can still play with that.
God's cursed Griffin worshippers. Good riddance.
Huh? You don't need it.
No way I'm opening this door. Your mother's teach you. Is it safe to come out now?
Yeah, safe. Oh, I just collected her. First of all, loot. Second of all, who's the merchant?
This is the third time in as many months. We have to put a stop to it. The Griffin's leading them. We have to...
Well, look who's grown a spine. Which one of you is responsible for this pathetic attempt at resistance?
Who art thou calling pathetic?
You like playing the hero, do you? Then fight me. My master will enjoy using your corpse as a plaything.
Not another attack? I'll protect the villagers. You take care of the cultists.
Oh, wow. Oh. Well, you said fight me, not a whole garrison. Look. Got the big guy. Now let's get the bad guy. And I already see a merchant. Nice. Can I activate this now? I can.
That Griffin is a curse on us all. We can't keep fending off these attacks.
Then we have to hunt it down.
Not me. I'm too old to go chasing down Griffins.
Me too.
But you... Which god gave you those gifts? The cultists blocked the path up the mountain. But there's another way, through the ruins. Take it, and teach those cultists a lesson while you're at it.
Yes, ma'am.
Destroy the griffin's nest, too. We can't risk another griffin moving in.
So there's a merchant here. Oh, there it is. Well, this icon is in the wrong place.
Griffin Colt took most of it, but I salvaged what I could. I'll give you a good price if it'll help defeat the Griffin.
I can't wear that. I'm too dumb. Fine. What do you have for armor? I can wear that. Poison resistance, that's nice. It's 284. Can't wear that. Maybe that makes more sense. And spear, Bardich. Of course, why not? No! Ah! I shift clicked, so I sold it again. That is kind of dumb. Where is it? Price 11. Okay, let's look at the map. So, what is this? The Griffin's Nest. Okay, so we have to go through here. Apart from that, we've looked at everything. Perfect. So, let's see now that we have some performance. I actually want to try FSR, quality. Frame generation doesn't really make doesn't. I don't know. Let's leave it off for now. I only have a 60 Hz TV. Frame generation makes the most sense if you have a high refresh rate monitor and your base frame rate is already high, like in the 60s, rather 70s or 80s, and then you can boost it up to whatever your monitor can do. But it doesn't really, I think in my opinion, it doesn't really make sense on 120 or 144 Hz or even lower display, because if you VSync it, and I'm not sure if this is required, but I mean, I think you would, otherwise you get tearing like I am right now. And if you VSync it, the ceiling is either 120 and 144, and that would drop the base to at least half. So instead of 80 on unframe generated rendering, you would maybe get 70. So it increases the input lag or input latency. That's why I think at least you need at least 200, 240 and up, because you want a high base frame rate. Okay. Speaking of which, so let's try Unreal 60 FPS cap. And then afterward, I'll turn on VSync, see if I can get a mostly stable 60 FPS. And a 60 FPS cap is 66. Okay. Not doing that. So set this to unlimited. Oh, that was background, wasn't it? Yeah, that was okay. That was background processing. Wait. Oh no, it was a rig that was auto-equipped. Okay. Increased crit chance, increased physical damage, and +1 pierce. I like it. Okay. So the FPS cap seems okay, just in this very, very short test. But I like to have it V-synced, so... Ah, yeah, no more tearing. You won't see it in the video, because that's just when the frames go from the GPU to the TV. But during recording, everything is fine. I am standing my ground. I am a Spartan. Sledge. Wait. There's a quality cascade right around here. Not sure what changes. Shadow quality, maybe? Shadow cascade? Yeah, I'm not sure. Aw, the poor horse. I was about to charge too. Oh man, I should be more patient picking stuff up.
Need to wait.
Ah, now there's a cooldown. And it does look like you have infinite health potions. Well, that makes things a lot easier. Don't have to micromanage that. Can I jump there?
I need to wait.
Ah. Looks like a skill. Spartan jump.
Not yet.
Man, those hit hard. Okay, it isn't a perfect 60. It's fluctuating, but I would consider it good enough for a 60 FPS gameplay on a 60 Hz display, like a TV. Like my TV. I mean, modern TVs, they have more. But my TV it's not that old. I think maybe 5 years. But, well, old enough.
Give that griffin a good thrashing.
I will happily oblige. Oh, wait. Attributes. We leveled up. Might. Base points, invested points. Supports heavy armor. Oh, I have quite a lot. That is fitness, cunning, certain. They should be a little bit more specific what certain means. Medium armor and fast weapons. Yeah, I like fast weapons. So maybe I shouldn't spend too much on might. As a rogue. Okay, let's add more. Oh. You can also level and customize your core skills. Select the core tab in the mastery screen to do this. Your mastery choice sometimes even unlocks modifiers for these core abilities that are unique to that mastery. You have 2 primary attack abilities that contain contain the same modifiers. They can be customized individually. This can be helpful when using different weapons via weapon swap, which I haven't really done. The points are not shared between the two abilities and need to be assigned separately? Isn't it separately? Wait, let me check. I think there is a typo. Yes, there is a typo. It's supposed to be separately with an A instead of an E. Dictionary says so. Okay, let's look at it. So this should be a ranged thing now. I can't trigger it. I need an enemy. Oh, that's where I have to go. Okay, I think I'm about to end this video. It's been long enough. If OBS isn't lying, it's been an hour. I think that's a good look. Good first look at the performance. Yeah, okay. So I'll stop here with a nice view. Let's find a nice view. Maybe of this derelict sunken temple. Yes, this is nice. Before I let you go, here's a small comparison of the 4 quality presets plus my custom preset between Linux and Windows. So it's not just the visual comparison, but also a very important, a non-scientific comparison of the performance. So on low quality, Linux manages to render 105 FPS and Windows manages 108 FPS. On medium quality, Linux renders 82 and Windows 82. On high, it's 73 and 73, and on Epic it's 52 for Linux and 53 for Windows. And my custom preset, which is based on high and only increases global illumination and texture quality to Epic, is 68 FPS on Linux and 68 FPS on Windows. So essentially performance between both operating systems is the same, at least in my testing, which was 4K with FSR3 set to quality. Given those numbers, you can assume that native 1440p is about the same performance. Okay, so first thoughts. I like the game. I like the visuals, it looks great. There are quite a few tuning options, although they don't all do that much, but again, it's early access, things can change. I definitely like the preview in the menu, and it shows the scene where you are currently. That is amazing. That's incredible. I like the range of upscaling options. You basically have everything, and I assume on an Nvidia card you also have DLSS. I don't know which versions exactly. Don't know if this is FSR 3.1. I would hope so. Maybe they could even integrate FSR 4. That would be incredible, especially since the 9000 series from AMD seems to be popular, and it's a good GPU. I like it. I'm very happy with mine. So, and other than that, I don't know, we've looked at all the presets, the performance scaling, try to find out which setting does what. For now, I'm happy. I don't know what else to say, so maybe better to shut up. Thank you for watching. I hope this was fun and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.